that. Once you realize, all right, cool, it's time for Twitch metrics to go. What did you learn about? Were there some things that you needed to do to get the business ready for sale? What are some of the things that you learned through that sales process that other people listening may like really get a lot of insights if they're thinking about selling their business?
Yeah, I think that it really depends on what you're looking to sell in terms of the asset, right? There's a variety of different metrics that a potential acquirer is going to evaluate your website on. One of them is just straight traffic, right? That's probably, the barrier entry level is, if we're talking about content sites, how much traffic is this getting and where are the different sources coming from? It's probably more valuable if you have a variety of different data sources, which doesn't make you prone to being crushed by a Google update, right? If you can say, hey, I'm getting a lot of traffic from Facebook or Instagram, or, there's a big email list that you can also sell. So what is the asset and what are the different traffic sources that it's getting? From there, one level above that is going to be revenue, right? How much revenue is the website bringing in? And also what type of revenue is it? So you're going to have, and I'm sure Jared has talked about this at length, but you're going to have different multiples based on what kind of website it is. FBA sites are going to be valued very differently than online media sites, which will be valued very differently than software sites. And, those numbers will depend greatly on how much revenue you're doing. Bigger is always better. And the multiples on those will get bigger if you're bigger. So those are going to be...
And less as well within the business model.
Yeah, exactly. Business model is key. From there, one level above revenue is what you'd call EBITDA, or, earnings before tax, interest, and like accrual. And that's basically, okay, well, how much are you paying your team, the contractors that are supporting this? And at the end of the day, what is the profit that somebody is taking home from this particular business? And that's oftentimes where, at least, the smaller the website is, the more it graduates into talking about EBITDA, whereas the larger the website is, the more it's going to graduate to be talked about revenue. So, smaller websites will sell at different EBITDA like sorts of things, and it's just important to understand, what the acquirer is trying to, what's their goal with purchasing your business. And again, for the most part, for most of you listening, it's going to be EBITDA, but you can imagine there are strategic ways that you can frame your business where you can sell actually more based on revenue or traffic, depending on, how you want to position your business to be sold. So that's kind of my take on that.